Over the past couple of years, I've been getting a lot of requests to do something else other than cars, that is. And in this case, I figured, well, why not just give it a try and give my own spin on a plane this time. Just a disclaimer, I do not know anything or just anything at all in general whatsoever about airplanes, jets, or whatever you want to call them. So just bear with me, don't roast me in the comments about not knowing or mispronouncing or just simply calling it something it's not. I really do not know what I'm doing. So let's just dive into the box and see what it has to bring. So with that quick overview, let's go into a bit more detail on these various sprues. Now the kit is not very detailed, doesn't come with an engine or many details for the interior. It does have a pilot figure and some general interior components. It also gives you the option for two different versions. I'm not sure which one, but you can choose different exhausts, different canopies, and also some different bombs or other things you can mount underneath the wings. The inside, as I said, is not really detailed, but all the parts that are visible are really nicely detailed. The details are not very crisp. Some of the panel lines could use a bit of adjustment, and some of the rivets need to be drilled out to be a bit more visible. But other than that, everything that is visible is really nice, and with a bit of attention, it can be made a lot nicer. Even for some of the components that hold the wheels and the parts that cover that up are really nicely detailed both from the in and outside, as you have the option to have it in a flying position or in a landing or standing still position with the wheels out or in. So as mentioned, the interior is not very detailed. This is the main interior component. You also have an instrument cluster that I will show later on, and of course a seat. And the other parts that are the inside of the wheel wells, I'll just call them, are really nicely detailed from the inside, as they could be a visible point, or if you don't want them, you can cover them up and close the wheels. On the other side, the body, as mentioned earlier as well, is nicely detailed. All the details are there as far as I can see, but they just need a bit of crisping up, a bit more cleaning up, some panel line scribing, and maybe even drilling out some of those rivets. From all the extra parts included in this kit, like an extra canopy, an extra instrument cluster, even some extra propellers and some different variations for the bombs, I have the thought that you can build two different versions. Now I'm not sure which one you can build with which parts. I will just be following the instructions and then giving it a bit of a custom paint job, maybe even a metallized look in the future. But we'll see. I'm not really sure what the future will bring for this build. I'm just trying to try and have some fun and not going to build it into a warplane, just more of a plane that has or might have been used in the war and later on has been sold and then modified a bit to the liking of the person that now owns it. And I was thinking alclad would be the perfect base to use. Maybe give it a metal look, maybe give it a chrome look, maybe give it a completely wild custom paint job. Not really sure, just gonna see what I'm gonna do, and you will also see in the videos in the future.